Hello, hi, and welcome to today's daily inspirational intuitive message. So if this is your first time here, hi, hello, welcome. I am Jeya. I am clairaudient. I do receive various styles of channeled messages. And as these different messages come about, I will be relaying them to you. Okay? So, this is a timeless message. That means that it's meant for whenever you find this, for your next 24 hours. Now, keep in mind that this is a collective message, so anybody who will ever see this video, your energies are all collected, and so as I go into that, some things will resonate. I ask you to kindly take that, and whatever doesn't resonate, just compassionately leave it for the person who needs to hear it most. Okay, so let's see what's in store for our next 24. I'm going to go ahead and pull from 4 different decks that are all positive affirmations, and some one that's an empathic oracle. So we'll start with that one. So I'm starting to see stuff. I see a slingshot, and I see that the slingshot is very loose. It's not ready to be used. I mean, it's ready, it's equipped, but the kids aren't playing with it. And it looks rather old, but it looks like it can still function, right? This, I feel like the kids, I'm seeing the kids and they're looking outside of a window and they're pointing outside of the window like they're distracted, so they're not gonna play with the slingshot. Good morning, Deepak. Good evening to people around me and everyone in between all around the world. Good day and good night. It feels like these kids, they want to stop doing what they want to. It's more of, hey look, like I'm hearing them say that, and I'm seeing a kid that's like, he looks like he might be like 10 years old or something, and he's like pointing outside of a window, like he's looking out the window and he's like, look, like I could see him doing that. And when he's doing that, I'm looking like, if I'm his younger, I want to say it's like I'm his younger brother, and I'm looking at him like, oh, what is he looking at? It's like that. And as a result, none of the kids are playing with the slingshot. I feel like this is very symbolic about you getting something off the ground, because I almost feel like they're watching like if they're watching like a launch, you know, like a space launch or something, but it's like outside their window. So it feels like someone who's watching, I feel like many of you, this is like people who used to be a problem or a difficult, you know, who used to cause difficulties in your life. I think that I say used to because I feel like that's going to be a past of yours, where it's not going to be as apparent as it used to be, because it feels like the kids are too distracted to pick up the slingshot to sort of take their shot, you see? And that's how it feels. It feels like that, like, oh. So you may be seeing that people who were sort of trying to sabotage plans or sort of trying to create havoc within your essence or something, or trying to like prevent you from growing, these people are sort of being distracted. And I feel like they're being distracted by like some of you, these people like are being distracted by your success, and others of you, these are people who are being distracted by like other major, like, because I feel like it's a rocket in some cases, and in other cases it's like a bomb. Let me lower this. It's like a bomb, right? So if it's like a bomb for them, then what we're seeing here is we're seeing that like it's like a like their own havoc in their lives. Because I keep seeing it switch, and it's switching between rocket and bomb, rocket and bomb. And it feels like this is like people, like just naysayers who are now being they're distracted. They're distracted by something, whether it's you or themselves. I almost feel frazzled because it like changed how I feel about it. And then my phone was going off and everything, and I was just like, felt like a little much. Don't give to those energies. I don't think you are, though. I really don't think you are giving to people like that. Good afternoon, Earth. Yes. Ooh, when I seen this, it's like the roots right there. To me, it's very symbolic that you're grounding yourself. You're grounding yourself. You have grounded yourself. Not just like, I'm doing it right now. This is something you've already done, and you're standing in that power. So it's like no matter what, because I even feel like the stars in the background, it doesn't feel like stars in this. It feels almost like it's the debris of someone exploding. like somebody tripping on you, like tripping out, like, oh no, you know, type of deal. It's like a they're not taking it well. It could be that they're not taking it well, that you're not going with the order that they want you to go in. Because I'm seeing the trees lined up, and to me it feels like this is talking about residual patterns. Kind of like someone who's mad that you've broken a pattern or something, which is healthy for you and extremely unhealthy if somebody is mad about that. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's not your problem. That's their problem. But I feel like whoever it is, it's sort of mad that you're breaking this pattern. It's like they're turning it inwardly, and they're turning it into like a self-sabotage. Because they know that like they can't affect you. There's something about that, like they know they can't affect you. Hi, Juana. Okay, I am watching a boxer, and he's wrapping his hand. Wow, I haven't seen something like this. I'm seeing it really close up on the hand of the boxer, like really close up. And for some reason, like the boxer hasn't even gone in the ring yet, right? But I see blood on his hands, and he's wrapping his hands, and he's getting ready to fight, regardless of the fact that he has blood on his hands, which doesn't make sense, you know? But it feels like it's like he's doing this in defense, you know, like it had to have become bloody from something, right? And now it's a defensive, some sort of prepping for being on the defense or something. So there could be someone around you that it's like, it could be that they're really upset that you're grounded, that you're not following suit of something. And as a result, since they know what they're wishing is like kind of like ill will. It's like somebody who could wish ill will, right? And then they realize that they're wishing ill will. And so when they realize it, they internalize it. And then the way they express it, because it's an unhealthy thought, right? It's an unhealthy way of thinking. So they're going to express it in an unhealthy way. And this is somebody who's showing a defense when they're really defensive about themselves. It's like they're mad at themselves, so they get defensive before someone points out that they're wrong. It's like that. I just feel like this isn't you guys. I feel like this is someone around you. I feel like this is someone around you. It's somebody that it affected a pattern. So think about the pattern. You'll know. Everybody has a different pattern. But this is some kind of pattern that you broke, and now someone is mad about it. But that's their problem. That's not your problem. Love is always the final and most complete cure to our inner demons. Dang! Okay? How is that person gonna get over that? How do they get over that you've broken a pattern, you're not miserable, or you're not... Because I feel like you've broken a healthy pattern. I mean, an unhealthy pattern, and now you're trying to go in a healthy direction. Like, I feel that. And I feel like you're not even paying attention. Okay? And the first vision I seen of the little kids, I almost feel like it's going in two ways. That's why I'm seeing it as like a rocket. And then another time I see it as a bomb. And it feels like you're distracted by all the other things that you got going on, which is the rocket. And then the other person, they're distracted because they're watching this, but they're watching the same thing happen in a whole different perspective. Like, instead of them looking at it, like you both see the same thing in front of you, but you see it in two totally opposite ways. And this is speaking about that. But that person, it's that they have something that's skewed. Their thinking is different. So they are like internalizing everything, turning it into something that you don't need to be a part of. And you're not being a part of it. I don't see you being a part of it. I feel like you're being like, you know what? I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that. Like you find your way around to navigate what direction works best for you. So this person, that's why it's saying love is always the final and most complete cure to our inner demons. Understand that if this person is coming into your life, or I feel like this person has been a part of your life, and this could be anyone. This could be somebody that, you know, you've dated. This could be somebody you've worked with. This could be something, it could be anything, but it's kind of like them getting angry and them getting mad. They need to have self-love. They need to do their inner work. They have inner things going on. And that has nothing to do with you. And if this person is physically around you, or you have to talk to this person, we're being told here that you need to approach it with love. Approach it with compassion. Because remember, if somebody's not giving you any compassion, then they have no compassion for themselves. Okay? And the best thing you can do is have compassion on yourself, that you're not going to engage in that. that you're not going to waste your energy on that, you know. And you think about your energy. I've been told this before, where you think of your energy like if you start off your day with like $100 and you're spending your energy here, you're spending your energy there, you know, and then at the end of the day, where did you spend all your energy? So that's where this is speaking about. How are you going to spend that energy? Don't waste it on someone who isn't even doing the inner work, you know. And I'm hearing with some people, it's like cut your losses with someone, because they won't admit that they did wrong. Because I almost feel like this is someone who will, they'll try to turn it into another excuse rather than talking about things. They would rather get defensive about things. That's why I was seeing the boxer wrapping his hand, and it's like he's getting ready. So this person may be like where they're getting ready to start an argument. This may even be like a heads up that in the next 24 hours, if you're supposed to talk to somebody and you don't know if it's going to go well or not, just kind of know that they're going to be on the defense. And, you know, you can approach that. How do you approach that? Well, we're being told to approach it with compassion, to approach it with love. So if they start yelling at you and getting loud, be very conscious about how loud, your voice is. Pay attention to your voice and pay attention to their voice. That's one way that you can really pay attention to the frequencies around you, is paying attention to how loud are things. You know, I mean, like if you're hanging out and you're having a good time, that's different. But like if you're talking to someone about something important and they start to raise their voice, you know it's a touchy subject, or you know that, you know, then be very mindful about the vibration. Be very mindful about the voice. Is it loud? Is it angry? Is it defensive, right? And then if you know it's defensive, they're mad at themselves. You got to remember that. And so now we're going to see what's for our lesson cards. I see a little kid's feet. And I see the feet at the edge of like, I don't know if you guys have ever been to like a water park, but like, you know, at the water parks where they have like a long slide and it's like high up, and I see the kid's feet, and the kid's feet are right there, but the kid is scared to go down the slide, and he's hesitating to go down the slide. And another, there's a man that comes up to him. He puts this like sled or something down, and he's putting the kid onto that sled. And then, but when he does it, the whole time he's holding the kid's eyes closed. Like he's holding them closed like this, and he's grabbing the sled and putting it under the kid's butt so the kid could sit on it. And then like he has them like that so he can go down. This is, but it doesn't feel like bad. It just feels like a protection measure. Like, so that way he doesn't feel scared to go down the slide. So that way he could go and he can enjoy the slide too. He can enjoy the ride, you know. But I feel like it's very, it's like he was hesitating, and so now he had to have somebody step in. That's what it is. I still feel like this isn't you guys. Like, I feel like this is that same person that's around you. This person is affecting you somehow, because it's almost like they hijacked the message, because they're here taking the message over. And it feels like they're trying to tell me a story. And it feels like it's like, I'm scared. And then I'm just gonna do it. And that's why they needed assistance in doing it. It's gonna resonate for someone about that. Assistance. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. You see, that's so interesting, because in the vision, it's like the little boy is scared to go by himself, right? But when he has the adult that's right there covering his eyes, he doesn't see what's going on. In a way, he could feel alone, but the little boy doesn't. He feels secure. He feels safe, right? And then the guy puts the sled like under him and then gently like pushes him down, so he feels okay to go down the slide. So there's a lot of fear in the matter. But I feel like, and a lot of worry, because I keep seeing somebody going like this with their head. This is the person. This person is feeling like this. Or maybe someone around you that they feel lonely, and I feel like they've put themselves into a lonely corner as a means of self-sabotage for being wrong. This is their lesson. Your lesson is to love regardless, because they're lonely. Your lesson is to, like, just be compassionate towards the person, because I can guarantee you, like, if you get mad at the person, like, let's just say somebody did something wrong to you or something, because I feel like this is almost like somebody who did wrong, and then now they feel bad about it, but there's no way for them to correct it. So they're feeling alone, and they're feeling stressed, and they're feeling worried, and they feel like, and that kind of feeling is really ugly, I think, because I could like feel that, and it feels real ugly. It feels like they're just like avoiding, and they're worried, and they're stressed, and so this person, you stay grounded. They may blow up on you. Like, they may stress out, and then you're talking to them and you're trying to have a conversation with them, and then they start going off on you. It's going to be something like that. Because, like, right here, I'm seeing this, and I feel like, I know it's like snow in the background. I don't feel like that's snow. I feel like that's debris from a blow up. That's what it feels like. And the best thing you can do is stay grounded, like these trees are, is to stay grounded. Stay grounded with this person. When they lose their cool, allow them to lose their cool. Don't allow that to affect yourself, your sense of self. It's like a heightened energy. This person's like, I feel like this person's been festering about this for a while, because it doesn't feel like it's just like overnight this person just kind of like got this angry, to blow up like that. This is someone, and hijacked the read. This is someone who is ready to go off. Guilt. This is exactly what we were talking about. I couldn't have said it any more perfect. This is guilt. This is their guilt. And I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. this person's working through guilt. Again, I don't feel like this is you guys. I feel like this is someone around you that's going to blow up on you. And you're going to, like, at first glance, you could look at it and go, wow, what's their problem? Or you might just be trying to talk to them and then they blow up and you're like, oh my gosh, stop it. I was just trying to talk. And so know that this person is feeling a combination of loneliness and guilt. Okay? And they need to do a lot of inner work. And that's not your problem. What you are being called to do is to just have some compassion. I'm feeling more of compassion on yourself. Because if we don't allow someone to change our frequency, regardless of how they're acting towards us, then we're being compassionate to our feelings. We're being compassionate on our brain, that our brain doesn't have to get all tensed. You see, it takes a lot of energy to stress out. It takes a lot of energy to get mad. It takes a lot of energy to stay mad. And then to talk about it afterwards and go, hey, so-and-so, did you guess so-and-so, he did this, this, and that. And then you notice, like, after you say the story to someone about it, someone who loves you, cares about you, going to listen to you, right? You say the story and you're mad all over again. And how much energy, if you add up all the times you've talked about it, including the time that it actually happened, and the times that you didn't talk about it, that you thought about it. Then you add all that energy up. Remember, think of energy as in currency, as in you start your day off with $100 and you're spending it here and there, right? And then you're like, okay, where did I spend my energy today? Okay? And you're looking at all of the things that were said to you that affected you, and you allowed it to make you angry, and then you add that anger. You add the anger of talking about it. You add the anger of thinking about it. That's 3 different versions of angry. This person that you're dealing with has those 3 versions of anger energy. And they have a self-sabotaging energy. It's a self-sabotaging as a result of all of that feeling. It's a self-sabotage at the end of the day. So this person isn't working through it. So if this person isn't working through it, you have to look at it as, okay, I'm going to cut my losses with this person. And I am going to not allow this person to mess with my frequency. I'm not going to allow this person to affect my energy. I will not waste my mind thinking about anger. I will not waste my time in arguing. I will not waste any of my precious energy on things that do not serve my highest power. That's what you think, and that's being compassionate towards yourself. During a situation like that, that's how you be compassionate. You're being compassionate to yourself. Because this person, whoever it is, I see here, they totally took over the read. This person is not sitting in a good spot. And that has nothing to do with you, but you need to know that, so that way you don't worry about it. You don't stress out about it. You don't try to add more energy into the situation either. That's why they took over the read, is because you need to know that that person has issues, and you need to have compassion on your time and on your energy. Good morning. Yeah. Oh man, this is a good one. I really like this. It's so enlightening on what other people, you know, sometimes people do things to us and we don't understand it. This is that person's psychology. It's like this loneliness and guilt. and then they self-sabotage. That's where their mind is at right now. Don't just think, do you want your mind to engage with that mind? Don't do it. On the very least, this is somebody who's arguing with you. But I feel like for many of you, this is someone who has been harboring some self-resentment against you. It's self-resentment against you. I hear that. And that's their problem. That's not your problem. You are doing fabulous. From what I see here, it feels like you're grounded. If money isn't pouring in, that's fine. You are a very grounded person, and know that that's much more valuable than any amount of money, because there's people with a lot of money and no peace of mind, and peace is priceless. I let go of all expectations. Yes, do not expect this person to, what is she doing? Listening. Do not expect this person to listen to you. I flow freely and lovingly with life. I love myself. I know that only good awaits me at every turn. And that's what I was seeing in the beginning, where it was like, you're focused on yourself. You're focused on your growth. You're focused on getting something off the ground. You may be focused on a project getting off the ground. You may be focused on the next new thing you're trying. You know, it's like newness. There's a lot of newness around you. And I think this person has a lot of issues that it doesn't. I'm just going to tell you right now, because I really don't want you guys to waste your time on this person. But it's like nothing you say will make this person listen. It won't change their mind about sabotaging themselves. As a matter of fact, if you say something wise and you try to be compassionate towards them in words, it might make them mad, you know? So be compassionate in a way that you just allow them their space, and you allow yourself space to allow those feelings to come in and flow out, you know? You want to be like yesterday. Remember yesterday with the filter? Now it's making sense for today. It's like this filter. It's like the strainer I seen yesterday. This is straining those bad feelings, okay? And then tossing them, right? Like if you're making juice and you don't want pulp in it, you're taking out all of the pulp, right? That's how you are. That's how you're being called to be within the next 24 hours with those ugly feelings. Don't allow those ugly feelings to sit. Strain them and toss them. That means you acknowledge that they're there and you let them go. It's like that. Acknowledge and then let it go. Because that person, I can guarantee you, they're doing those 3 that I was telling you about. It's that energy of like that anger where they're mad in their mind, mad in the talking about it after the fact, and they're mad in the moment. So you don't mess with your moment, your moment right now, okay? So you need to make sure that when you're dealing with someone and they're being difficult with you, because I feel like a lot of people are going to be dealing with difficulties within the next 24 hours. And when you deal with that difficult person, remember, don't let them rob your joy for that moment. Don't let them take that from you for that moment, okay? And then don't allow them future moments of talking to other people about it and getting angry all over again. And don't allow the person to take up space. I always say this, don't let them don't let the memory of this person, all the negative stuff, don't let that negative stuff sit in your mind rent free. Okay? Don't let it sit there. You let it go. Because there's other things, other projects, other creativity, other beautiful things you can fill that space in your mind with, other than feeling upset about this person. So just let go of expectations with this person. Don't expect them to listen or anything. Accept it is what it is. And in this, I feel like this whole experience is happening to you specifically, so you learn how to flow freely and lovingly with life, regardless the circumstances. It's a beautiful lesson. And I know all lessons are not easy. But when we learn that no matter the circumstances, people are never to steal our joy, you gain a respect for your emotions. And you appreciate yourself more. And you love yourself more. And you come out stronger. So thank you guys for joining me here today. I really appreciate you guys coming. I'm sending you guys so much strength. So much strength. And so much compassion. May you have compassion for yourself, for your mind, for your body, for your thoughts, for your emotions. Keep yourself grounded. And know that you're a pillar of love. And when you walk everywhere, you're like a love tree where leaves of love trail around you. And no one can disturb your peace. Thank you for joining me here today. I enjoyed it. I am so happy to have you guys here. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for allowing me to be part of your world too today. Have a fantastic 24.